Hi, Zubble975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox. And today I've got that other fight. So after pirates decided to murder me after the first fight, this is the second fight that we had. Now, everyone was in party chat. Everyone involved is in the same party, chatting, joking and having fun. Basically, TOC came down here because they saw we had a new member and they wanted to kill him because TOC score how many players they've killed in the game, and they get the stats from FDev. They apply to FDev to get the stats, and FDev tell them how many individual players that they've killed. So they could kill me 100 times, it only counts once for them. So they tend to, like, their ears prick up when they hear about a new player, and they all want to try and kill said new player because they account for them. And so that tends to be a bit of fun that we have. TOC come down. We then do battle with them, pirates versus griefers, and then it's just fun shenanigans in party. Just a lot of non-meta-y ships. I think pirates is in the sweatiest build. He's in a flechette FDL, but then pirates is the sweatiest PvPer in this lobby by a country mile. He's done multiple tournaments. He's done 3v3 tournaments. I know. I went there and watched with him. And he actually wanted me to. There was a touch and go moment where I might have had to have stepped in and become their third. There were two teams that tournament that I ended up very nearly entering as their replacement third, and in both cases I was very glad that the person did eventually show up. Oh, here's Gowron's turned up now in a Viper 4 with plasma charges. Nice. And I stick to shooting Omonak's Phantom as much as I can, spinning and moving as much as I can, but Gowron eventually hits me enough times that I end up having to take notice of him in this fight. I'm trying my best to ignore him at the moment, but he is starting to do some damage in that Viper 4 behind me. There was one point where he hits Omonak, and I swear that's because he was directly behind me, and he missed me with one of the plasma charges and they whizzed past and hit Omonak. That's what I think happened anyway. This is always fun. Trying to reload my missiles is a pain in the butt. I should really have max capacity missiles on this. I can't remember why I had sturdy mounts. It's something to do with armor piercing and module damage. It was a bit of an experiment that didn't really work out. But yeah, I should really have max capacity because that's way more effective. Missiles, damage is damage on a missile. You may as well always go for max capacity, really. I think I went sturdy on the Logicus and armor build and they wouldn't break as easily. That's probably my thinking, because I used to do that a lot with armor build ships, is really tank them up, them B-rate their modules and stuff like that, make them tanky as hell, B-rate the power plant, armor it, etc. Because everything's left hanging out there. Railguns will batter you, high yield cannons will batter you, missiles are a missive or a death sentence for you. So you have to do what you can. And the great thing about the Cobra is it's like, as long as it's facing your opponent, it's so thin. You can literally have, you can go head to head with a Vulture and have both Plasmax go either side of you as you go side on between his guns. That's how thin this ship is. It's great. If you get caught flat, top bottom, it's terrible. But if you are head on, it's wonderful. It's one of the absolute strengths of this ship. And I've been waffling on, but basically what I want to talk about today is the fact that everyone in this fight is in the same party, all joking, all chatting, all taking the mick, and that's basically what this game is. It's a hangout for people. It's a hangout for people to enjoy themselves. It's a hangout like we all used to go to the pub, right? But now, you're getting older, you don't get to go to the pub as much. So you switch on a video game and you just hang out, talk bollocks and chat, bond over just insults and silly stuff, have a lot of just fun, silly shenanigans, just laugh and joke, take the mick out of people, call people ginger when they're not, just generally just joke about and have a laugh. Oh, did my canopy go? Whoops. Yeah, this is a tough old fight, these ones. But I love my little Cobra Mark III, and it is so great and so much fun. It's the silliest, most fun ship that I have, and it's great. I'm absolutely molested by Gowron on those things, but I think yeah, Pirates has disabled Almanac, so I'm joining him to finish Almanac off, and I'm trying to keep his corpse between me and Garon for a bit, trying to hover as close as possible, so Garon ends up like not being able to shoot me because he's shooting through his own wingmate. Garon does try and escape, but we're on him, and yeah, like I say, these further from meta fights that we have, silly ships, fun builds, they're for me, they're some of the most fun nights, and whenever it's friends fighting against friends, it's so much fun. Some people do take this game slightly too seriously, especially when they get into combat, or you know, there are people out there that believe, you know, that because you play as a bad guy in a video game, you're a bad guy in real life, and there's some righteous sense of I don't know what in killing you. I always find those people a little bit weird. You know, I've played with people of all backgrounds, of all creeds, colours, races, religions, and I find people to be people. You know, I've not really noticed that, you know, the bad guys are particularly bad people. In fact, they're usually some of the nicest, kindest people around. We always used to joke with the Dark Marauders because Mality is our biggest murdering psychopath in the Dark Marauders, and he works for an animal rescue as a volunteer. I'm the most toxic player in Elite Dangerous according to some people, and a horrible person in real life if you listen to some rumours about me that float around that were started by lawfuls, and yet I run an animal rescue. So yeah, it doesn't hold true. People are people. There are lovely lawfuls, there are lovely bad guys, there are lovely role players, there are lovely people who play this game of all shapes, sizes, colours, creeds, religions. We're all unified in one thing. We enjoy playing video games and having a laugh, and that should be enough. I don't know why people, you know, get so offended in this, but as well, so we do manage to kill Garon thanks to the very sweaty help of Pirates or Us, and of course, don't trust a pirate.
A few inches later.
Yeah, Pirates or Us did decide to leave wing and shoot me afterwards. So as soon as we killed TOC, he turned on me. I knew he would. You just don't trust Pirates or Us. And Star did try his best to distract him in a Meta FDL, but yeah, I lost my drives. I tried to reboot and repair, but I don't have enough hull left. And that was it for me. It's really cool fighting in these smalls, because you get stuff like this happen, and it's way more exciting and way more fun and way more silly than any time I'm flying a meta ship or a shield tank, or, you know, these ships are way more fun. They just are. I'm sorry. I know you Meta FDL boys love your Meta FDLs, but I love further from meta the better. That's all. Thank you very much for watching. GG to TOC, Brown Nugget Mining, and Pirates R Us.